Tonight, the health department in Tippecanoe County is looking into several cases of hand, foot, and mouth disease within the Tippecanoe School Corporation.
So that's the reason that McCutcheon High School is pausing freshman football practices this week. We've got Jenna Webster in studio tonight at 6 to share the widespread impact.
Yeah, well, of course, because these practices have been canceled, the high school is also canceling its freshman football game for this upcoming Monday. And a district spokesperson did tell us they're cleaning all of their athletic facilities as this is ongoing, very contagious disease. So hand and foot and mouth disease is a viral illness most common in kids under 5 years old. Because of that, it's usually known as the daycare disease. But a doctor at Riley Children's Health says anyone can get it. You can also get it more than once in your life. It's a rash or blister-like lesions on, like the name suggests, your hands, feet, and mouth. Other symptoms are a fever and a sore throat. It is very contagious, like we mentioned, and tends to spread at this time of year when students are back at school or daycare. Infectious disease specialist Samina Bubra says it usually spreads from respiratory droplets.
If someone kind of coughs, sneezes, doesn't wash their hands after touching their mouth and touches something like a doorknob, and another person comes across it, touches the doorknob, and then it usually enters actually through like us rubbing our eyes, or if we didn't wash our own hands before eating.
Now, a doctor at IU Health in West Lafayette says he is seeing an increase in patients with hand, foot, and mouth. He says there's no real treatment for the disease besides Tylenol or ibuprofen for the pain, but it is still a good idea for parents out there to get your kids checked out.
Fever should not be spiking very high, which sometimes we have seen that people think that this is hand, foot, and mouth, and it might be something like an abscess in the oral cavity or something else going on.
The best way to prevent hand, foot, and mouth is to wash your hands. Make sure you wipe down toys, doorknobs, any other shared spaces. Of course, stay at home as long as you have symptoms like a fever, and stay hydrated. Most patients have symptoms for 7 to 10 days, but it can be pretty uncomfortable, especially for young kids. Dr. Bubra says popsicles or sports drinks can be good for kids who have lesions in their mouths. Now, because it's typically mild, most patients who are fever-free can go to school, but it is probably best to check with your school or your daycare on their policy. Always safe to just keep the kids at home.
Yeah, especially with something that's so contagious. All right, Jenna, thank you so much.